Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to get your crafting skill level up. I'll show you all the different forms that actually add to crafting skill. And I'm going to start over here on offhands. Let's go back here for a second. Okay, so my crafting skill level is 62 here. Now I need a lightning offhand. This creates your epic. These are your epic recipes for your offhands. So I'll just craft one, and it gave me a crafting skill up point, and it gave me one of my electric dragons ones. So I can switch that out now because it's an upgrade. As you can see, it's 95% dragons damage instead of 71%. And if you go to your crafting skill, it's now at 63. Offhands, for every epic offhand you craft, you get a crafting skill point. So we'll craft a couple horn ones since I need the horn version of electric dragons as well. And there we go, got it right off. That's luck. So now you see I got 3 electric dragons offhands. There's 2 different types, so when you're looking at your offhands, make sure you got the right type that you want. And if we go back to our crafting skill, as you'll see, it's now up to 65, 2 more points because I did 2 more crafts. Okay, so we're at 65 crafting skill right now. Bracers of Might and Dwarven Bracers. Bracers of Might are from the Macedonian rupture by the on an orange rock by the boss, and that's where you get that recipe. The Dwarven Bracers one is from Mir by the boss, and you want to pick those 2 up because it's an easy way to get skill ups for your crafting after you've been killing for a while. So we'll craft all on these, and 27, so we'll do that. And if you watch from here, you see that little brown, it says skill up every once in a while. It's not 100%, so 27 crafts doesn't equal 27 skill ups. I'll show you as it finishes here. So 27 got us 11 skill ups. And that's pretty normal. It seems higher than it used to be from previous seasons. So go back, we're at 76. We'll do the Dwarven Bracers now. There's 50, and as you watch, it'll show the skill up when it skills up each time. It's that brown one, brown writing that kind of drifts up. So we'll see how many 50 crafts gave us here. Okay, so bring up your crafting skill. It got us up to 98, so that's 22 for 50. So you're looking at 40% there is basically what you're getting. To get to here, it's 1K. You need 1K crafting skill level, and then 400 more crafting levels each. It starts to go into your digging deeper, which will give you higher capital levels when you are doing the capital. But as you can see, if you look around here, you got mule, you got to plus 30 to luck, gain the ability to craft exceptionally powerful artifacts. That means your flawless or your orange ones. Heart of the Miner, that's a really good one, because whenever you're breaking nodes, you can get gems from them. Fate of the Scholar, 20% more experience bonus from everything. That includes crafting, that includes killing, everything. It means everything. Okay, so we go on to the, let me just disenchant this stuff. Alright. So let's go over to your crafting stand here. Now here's where you got all your recipes from earlier in the game. And you will start getting these type here, your T1s, okay, and they cost 375 legendary glowing stones. I got 386 there, and you can see there's 350 for the ranger gloves. So I got enough for one. I'll craft it. I'm not a ranger, but doesn't matter. It's just for this purpose. It'll show you. And I did get a crafting skill up for it. You don't always, but as you can see, the item level is 25 on this one. It'll range anywhere from 21 to 27. Here's my lightning mythical berserker boots that I already re-rolled to get them at a higher level. So you can re-roll this. It costs 150 flawless residues if you wanted to. And right now, even though it's ranger hands, I'll take it because it gives me added damage and armor. And the recipes for your mythical stuff, those come in the chests. When you spawn the chests, slug chests in the ruptures, they're all throughout. Some ruptures you'll get them, some you won't. It's just random. Always open them. Costs 100 time essences. And that's where you'll get your recipes from the shadow mobs that spawn from it. Sometimes it's just all large slugs instead, but it's hit and miss. It's all ranger or random number generator there, luck, whatever you want to call it. Doesn't matter. Once you get all your mythical recipes, and it's not going to just drop yours, it's going to drop all 6 stants. So yours, if you got really bad luck, yours, the stance you're using may be the last ones you get. It's just random. And that's it for those. Okay, so let's go back up to the top here. Okay, as you can see, I have 582 ingots there. So this stuff is all used for crafting your stuff here. Your the stuff that you got in the 1 to 35 tutorial portion. All those crafting recipes. So they do give skill ups though, so you always craft them every once in a while. So I'll craft those. I do the gloves because it's the cheapest. If you look down here, while 20 cloth, 10 plank, and 10 iron, and 10 bones seems okay, you have to go farm the actual fiber in like level 1 to 5 ruptures, and it's just not worth it. So just do the 25 there, rope boots, 25 planks. Then you move down to chainmail. Any of the chainmail ones, they're going to use your shredded desert rose, your desert oak plank, and your copper ingots. So you craft all. Then you go on to your diamond mail boots. As you can see, some of them cost different things. The chainmail costs different than the diamond mail. But diamond mail uses your stuff from Harmonian Riffs. So craft all, another 17 crafts. Move to your ancients, do the same for ancients, and then your Kabarian. And once all this is done, I'll show you what my crafting skill is up to then. Okay, open your crafting. And as you can see, it's up to 158 now. And we started at 63 or something, I think. So we've added almost 100 already. Let's send this back. Okay, there's one more type in here. And this is your Mirestone ones. They cost 20 flawless residue right here. These are good ones when you got a lot of extra flawless residue. Just don't leave yourself short, because if you're still re-rolling gear, you need 150 of these for each re-roll, and it can take 100 re-rolls depending on what exactly how well you want to try and get that that piece of or that item. So I'll just craft a couple. And as you can see, there's nothing special about it. It's just the same crafting as the this stuff up here, pretty much. Alright, so let's throw that in there. Now, rings and stuff. Okay, so this season you pretty much have to cast or craft some rings in order to get your elven fragments and fortune fragments up to convert into ambassador keys. So it can be beneficial to use some of your dwarven runes. It's a fairly cheap way, and it'll also give you craft ups as well. I use the Ring of Power. This is from the Cabrarian boss area, any of those ruptures, there's 2 toadstools in there with crafting recipes. One's for the ring and one's for the amulet. I didn't pick up the amulet because I only use the ring of power. I try and keep most of my crafting stands limited to the stance that I use so that I'm not crafting the wrong thing by accident. So we'll craft a couple of these, and as you see, same as any of the others. It's just crafting rings, and it gives skill ups as well. Didn't get any for those 3, but if you do enough of them, you'll get skill ups for that as well. And they'll give you fragments and everything else as well. So now this is normally the one you're going to be using, except this season, because right now it's up at, it costs you 20 flawless residue plus 500 of your fire shards, which just doesn't work out since you can just craft over in the other crafting stand the Mirestone recipes for just 20 flawless residue instead of wasting these, which can be converted to either map stones or can be crafted in a different spot where I'll show you for this season. Next season, I believe Craterman said it's going to be between 0 and 2 flawless residue. Then it'll actually make sense to craft these, because I'll just craft a couple real quick here. As you see, they're level 12. They're nice when you finish 10 to 12, I should say, is the item level. They're nice to actually craft a couple of them when you finish your 1 to 35 tutorial, because as you can see, the armor is up at 100, for the level 12, and this one's 175, 78 there. It's good gear to have right away, depending how you leveled up or geared up when you went through the tutorial. So we'll do one of each, and as you can see, it's okay gear. It'll get you through, level 36 to 40 pretty much, or for rupture levels. And they will give you skill ups, and when you're next season, you'll probably use it fairly quite a bit to get your crafting up. That'll be one of the better ways to get it up. Okay, I'll show you over here. If you watch when you dischant in the middle of the screen, it's going to give you a bunch of stuff back. It'll give you fragments, all 6 fragments, and it'll give you goblin scraps, fragments, elven fragments, and fortune fragments. Put it in, and as you can see, it gives you all that there. It shows up right in about here. It's only there for a second, but you can see it. So let's check crafting skill. Did we get any on that? Yeah, we got one skill up for crafting 5 pieces there. Now I'll show you the better way to do those right now. If you go back to your tutorial ones, 33, by the boss there was a crafting stand, and I'll show you a little trick so that you can actually do some good crafting this season and get it up to at least a respectable level. Just gotta kill here quickly so I can get to the boss. Okay, so we go in and kill the boss. 145. Okay, so you've killed him. Now, if you've played a season or two before and you've gotten your mount from the Bridge of the Demigods, this guy drops there sometimes. He's a nice, really nice one to have, because I had a portable disenchanting stand here. So if you come over here, as you can see, these Cabarian relics only cost 200 fragments instead of 520 flawless. So you just go craft all, and as you can see, I'm crafting 294 of them. If you press enter, it keeps going to your inventory. So if you come over to here, you can see it keeps putting them in there. And disenchants. And you can do the same with the Macedonian ones. Macedonian one I use is 26, rupture level 26. 22 I think for the orbs, and 18 I believe for the crystals are the ones I'm using. But you can find them and figure that out. It works exactly the same. So we were at 159 on our crafting skill level. Once these complete, I'll show you what we're up to then. The only bad thing about these crafting, only the Cabarian fragment ones give you your elven fragments and fortune fragments. The other ones are too low. That's why it's crafting kind of sucks this season. Next season it should be better. And just make sure you keep an eye on your timer. When you craft in a rupture, if you are still crafting when you get booted from the rupture, you lose all that was left. So never craft more than about 700 or 800, depending on how fast you got to your crafting stand. And if you don't have a rupture or a disenchant, your temporary disenchantment thing here from the mount, then you only want to craft what you can carry. And all it does is it takes longer 'cause you'll have to do it a few times. Okay, so they're all crafted now. Now if we look at our J here, crafting skill up to 282 now. And that's how you do it. So the next one I get here is, I think at 300 or 301 for Fate of the Blacksmith, which will then start to craft orange ones as well. It's it might be like 5 to 10% chance or something. I don't know even what it would be close to. And Heart of the Miner is 400 or 401. Fate of the Scholar, you need 600 or 601, and 1K for the Lost Path, and then 400 after 400 more each, you get a Digging Deeper level. And so let's go back to town. Any ones I missed here? And I believe that's it for all the different forms of crafting. Okay, so showed you how to get your skill up ones in this one. And we went from 63 to 282. And that's basically all you do. And you want to just keep leveling it as you get more. Okay, that's it for this video.